Well, hello, and welcome back, y'all. Today I wanted to walk you through a modern build that I did, and I will admit it did not start off as modern. My initial thought was to build a carport. I wanted a home with a carport, which is like a detached kind of driveway area with a cover. So that was my idea, and that's what I started with. I plopped down a carport area, and then I started to build the house around it. I did notice that it was very flat, so I needed to add some dimension to it. So I did a little cut-ins here and there. Eventually, I got it to where I thought I was gonna like it. It looked okay to me. I wanted a little patio or balcony out back, so I did manage to do that. But the stair placing, as I'm sure most of you know, wasn't the easiest thing in the world. Plus, I was doing it without light, so that didn't help at all. But trying to determine how and where and why was a little more difficult than I anticipated. Once I figured it out, though, it was like, okay, the stairs are going to go there. Those are perfect. I'll just throw out some walls, and then I threw down some furniture to make sure that the rooms were the right size. So I did have to change up the room sizes a little bit just to make sure everything fit. The downstairs was just one big, giant, empty space. So trying to figure out where I was going to put everything down there was a little bit more difficult, but I did figure it out, and you'll see that. You can see like where the carport was. My initial idea was for you to be able to drive into and park under the carport, and then when you leave, you continue driving forward and drive all the way around to get out. I do end up changing that because it wasn't going to work with the idea that I had for the backyard once I got to the backyard. So I did take that out, and I'm glad that I did. I feel like the end result was definitely worth getting rid of that aspect of it. The other aspect I had was the roof covering for the carport. I had a little trouble trying to figure that out. By the time I did, I was like, okay, you know what? Forget this pergola thing, which I love, by the way, but I was like, forget that. We're just going to put up a platform and put in some pillars, and we're going to make it work that way. So that's what I did end up doing. The windows worked out great because I was like, modern home, modern windows is usually just a full solid glass pane. Glad I picked them. The kitchen windows just happen to match. They're not even from the same pack, I don't think. But they did end up working really, really well. And I love the way this ended up. There's a few little things here and there that I did, and you'll see that in the final walkthrough here in just a minute. So don't go anywhere, just blink. Alrighty, we are all done. This is the final product. I love it. I say that a lot, don't I? Sorry. Anywho, out front here we have the hostas and some tropical plants. Don't really fit in, but they're going to be there because they look really pretty. It's a very clean cut home. There's no dirt patches. There's nothing. It's just very clean cut. Over here on the front porch, we've got a little bistro table with some chairs, mailbox, lights, all of that. We have a pathway to walk to the backyard from the porch or from the sidewalk, along with some plants here on the side. More hostas, more tropical plants. Back here, we've got the double awning. These are two separate pieces, and the center part does light up, as you can see, so it gives you more light outside. Little candle on the patio table. We've got the globe bar, the outdoor sink. All of this here is from the garden to table kit. As far as like the furniture pieces go, I did all place some towels over here on the left. On the right, I all placed some dishes and a pot, and all placed some wine bottles and some boxes on the bottom. So those three cabinets will not be the same. I hate the samey thing. I always like to try to place something to cover up something that's there just to make it look a little different. But there you go. That is the outdoor eating area. Yay! Pool with the floaty lights, ladder. We've got some loungers. I did put in some bushes on either side of every gate. So there's some bushes around that gate and that gate. Over here, you just have your swing set, nothing else. Like I said, it's a very clean, crisp home. That bench I turned into a pool storage area with a little place to sit and have a little drink or something while somebody's in the pool. And then this here is the basketball court. It is up high, but I tested it out. It does work. There is a patch of snow because when I tested it out, it was snowing. I can't get rid of that, but that's okay. It'll go away eventually, I'm sure. You can have your sim clean it up. I've got a car that is a toy car that I just embiggened Here on the side of the home, once you get out of the car, you have the little pathway here with your trash can and stairs to take you inside the house. I just realized I need to fix that. And it is fixed. You are welcome. It's all done. Okay. So that's the exterior. The patio out back has a chest table and some planter pots, and then nothing on the porch except for the fire system, fire smoke alarm system. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do for the roof, but I do like how this turned out. I had a lot of back and forth, as usual, trying to figure this part out here, this little section, because it just wasn't looking right. But I did eventually get it, and I love, love, love the way it turned out. It's cute. It is so cute. I love the glass walls. I started with the carport because that was the important part for me. And I couldn't figure out, if I wanted a fence here, if I wanted to block it off, whatever. And then I ended up doing the glass half wall on top of the foundation. And that gave it a modern look, which in turn turned the whole thing into a modern build. And I love it. I do. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's beautimous. But let's go inside now. So here is the front door. You walk in and you're instantly, yes, greeted with the kitchen, but there are a lot of homes that you walk into the kitchen. Usually it's from the back door, but this is the front and the back door. It's just a unique layout, and that's all I'm going to say about that. We've got some clutter in the kitchen. It's the Home Chef Hustle, I believe. Appliances and some curtains up there I made smaller by 2. Over here on this wall is your entry table with the umbrellas and a smoke alarm, which is great. Like Tony the Tiger says, over here to the right of the front door, you step down and you go into the living room. I picked out the couches first, then the tables and the fireplace. So the wallpaper was one of the last things I did, and I could not for the life of me figure out which wallpaper I wanted. But then I saw this one, and the colors were perfect. I wanted that burgundy maroon color that is here on the couch, and I believe I accomplished that, and I am so glad that I did. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to remind you to hit that like button, leave your comments, questions, and suggestions down below, hit that subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget that notification bell. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. I think the pictures work fairly well. They're not perfect. There is a window there. It's just glitched out right now. But they do match well enough. There's not a lot of clutter in this home because it is a modern, clutter-free home. As you can see, I've got those tiny little lights up there. Those are from the Modern Retreat kit. And I made them all as small as I could make them and left them up there. They look like recessed lighting, and I love it. So we leave this room. We go into the dining room over here. Again, very simple, very clean, very streamlined, straight lines. That picture is sitting on top of the shelf, but I like the way it looks. Another window that glitched out on me, but that's okay. We've got a door there and the stairs with some plants. Now, this door does not go out back, as you would think. It goes into the guest bathroom. We do have some blinds that can be pulled down when you have guests or when you're going to use the restroom. But you do have the sink and the toilet, and then over there is the laundry. So it's a twofer bathroom, if that's what you want to call it. We go upstairs. Here is the landing, and on the landing is like a little office area. Again, very simple, not a lot of clutter. They like to keep things simple. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that, and I apologize, but there you go. We've got a collage of pictures over here, which I love. I think it looks really cute. The 3 doors to the bedrooms and the bathroom, and then, of course, the wall partition thing. Here is the balcony, and yes, it's all concrete because, again, simple, streamlined, not a lot of stuff. This here is the main bathroom upstairs. So you got the shower to the right. As soon as you walk in, you have a sink, toilet, sink. Yes, I did it that way because of the window. I didn't want to move the window. I thought the window was in a great place. And I was like, sure, why not? You have your own sinks and then a toilet in front of the window. But that's why you have blinds, so you can pull them down. And then a shower tub combo. Let's see, which room do we want to go into next? Let's go into the girls' bedroom. Oh no, this is the master bedroom. I lied. Okay, I forgot what I did in my own build. That's sad. Anyway, you got the love-struck bed, a little chair over here so you can sit and read all your books. Again, not a lot of clutter, but we do have some artwork and some old luggage things there. Door to the bathroom, and this one is a clear glass door because this is for the master bathroom, and no one except for the people that live in the master bedroom are going to use this. But another double sink here. This time they're side by side, so that's a good thing. Toilet, shower tub combo with recessed lighting. Again, I like doing that. I think it looks good. We walk out of that room and we go into the girls' room. Very colorful, very bright. A lot of orange, red, yellow, a little bit of green. It's just so cute. It is so cute. And there's still plenty of room for you to do what you want with it, you know? They have their own little wicker baskets with blankets and pillows in case they want them or need them. Their own gaming computer with 2 monitors, so that way you could actually play 2 people, 1 for each monitor. I don't know if that's how that works. I don't think so, but it's a good idea. I like it. And then we go back downstairs. Woo, we flew down those stairs, didn't we? And then where's the back door? Here's the back door through the kitchen. I should know. I built this thing. Nothing on the little porch area, which is fine because you walk out here into the pool area. So you get a little bit of cover under the elements, and I believe, yeah, that's glass up there. So you do get cover under the elements. You have this little section of the pool where you're not going to have sun, and sun all the way on the other side. I love this swing set so much. It kind of stands out a little bit because it doesn't quite fit in, but that's okay. I did add speaker system out here, so if you're outside, you can hear the speaker. Lights around every door and every area. I was going to put, like, hanging fairy lights, but I thought that would be too much. There's enough light, so I think that's okay. But I really do love how I did the exterior. I think it looks really cute. And the fact that I don't have any terrain paint, I don't think affects it much. I think it only adds to the idea that these are very crisp, clean-lined, straight-line people that want everything to be absolutely perfect. Perfect 90-degree angles everywhere you go. I am not that person. Give me an 87.65 angle. Yeah. I can't draw a straight line to save my life no matter which way you look at it. I can't draw it, I can't cut it, I can't even think it. I can't walk it either. So, yeah, there you go. Anywho, if we take a look top down, this is the full layout. Let's start at the bottom. It's more easier. It's more easier? No, it's easier. Front door is right here. There's your long kitchen with your step-down living room, dining area, which I was worried it was going to have a lot of open space, but it actually did not. I did add the columns and the spandrels here in these 2 sections. I was going to drop down the dining area a little bit, but then I remembered I have this door here to take you to the carport area, and if I were to drop down the dining room, you're going to have that step down immediately after you walk in through the door, and I didn't want that. I know in reality I wouldn't want that. Why is that just sticking there? Oh, that must be for the upstairs. Okay, anywho, I hope that's for the upstairs, otherwise you get a free curtain rod. And there's the bathroom. So if we go upstairs, yes, that is the curtain rod that goes with that curtain. So, yeah. You come up the stairs and there's your little office area, the shared bathroom, master bedroom, master bath, and the girls' room. And I guess it could be a boys' room too. It doesn't matter. You can change it up any way you want. Sorry. I'm in a weird way. I'm always in a weird way, it seems. I shouldn't do these late at night, but I think they're more fun if I do it late at night. Anyway, you tell me. Should I get some rest before I record, or should I just record when I'm extremely tired and kind of giddy and weird? Because I'm going for option number B. Yep. Straight A's in English. Go figure. Anywho, it is in the gallery under Lil Mama and Simply Modern, which is the title, so you can find it easier. If you do download this and use it, make sure you let me know down in the comments below what you think. If you liked it, didn't like it, what you would change. Let me know down in the comments below which room was your favorite room and why. I don't know which one mine is. I like them all. They're all so fun in one way or the other. But honestly, I think this bathroom here is probably my favorite room. I know it's hard to decide because I like them all. But you tell me what you like best. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, y'all, have fun.